Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very warm welcome to all of you in your English class. I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to discuss the remaining text of the chapter Who Did Patrick's Homework from your book Broadway Course Book 4. Furthermore, we will also discuss an exercise related to the text. This is lecture number 2. These are our learning outcomes. By the end of today's session, inshallah, all the students will be able to read and understand the text, deduce the meanings of the given words and make sentences, and answer the questions related to the text. Recap of the previous lesson. In the previous lesson, we discussed these points. Patrick did not like to do homework. Patrick met a tiny man who promised to grant him a wish. And Patrick asked the tiny man to do all his homework. Highlights of today's lesson. The elf needed Patrick's help to complete every home task. Patrick was working harder than before. And the last day of school brought along surprises. Although the elf agreed reluctantly to do Patrick's homework, but there was a problem. He did not know what to do. He would ask for Patrick's help to complete every homework. He would ask Patrick to help him in finding meanings of the words given in the homework from the dictionary. The elf did not have any clue about tables, addition, subtraction, division, and fractions when it came to mathematics. He would ask Patrick to bring more books on human history and also asked him to read them for him. Patrick was working harder than before. He was staying awake at nights to study. As a result, he was going to school with puffy eyes. Finally, the last day of the school arrived and the elf was free to go as there was no homework, so he quietly slipped out of the back door. Patrick got A's in all the subjects. His friends were amazed. His teachers were full of praise, and his parents wondered what had happened to Patrick. He was now a model kid who cleaned his room and did his chores. He was a happy boy now and he never behaved rudely with anyone. He still believed that he had made the tiny man do all his homework. However, he did not realize that he had done it all by himself. Here is the sequence of the events of the text which we have covered today. The elf needed Patrick's help to complete every home task. Patrick was working harder than before. The last day of school brought along surprises. Exercise number 1. Words to know. These words have been taken from the text. You are required to find out their meanings. Furthermore, you are also required to use these words to make sentences of your own. Exercise number 2. You are required to attempt the given questions. Your answer should be short and relevant. Exercise number 3. Learn to read 1. You can find this exercise in your course book 4 at page number 54. You are required to attempt this exercise in your copies. This is your homework for today. You are required to complete exercise number 3, which has already been discussed in this video lecture, in your copies. I hope you will find today's lecture both informative as well as interesting. Inshallah, in the next class, we will have a recap of the whole chapter. Furthermore, we will also discuss one more exercise relevant to the text. Until then, it is Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.